McDonald's famously said, "The most important requirements for major success are, first, being at the right place at the right time, and second, doing something about it." Well, there is an industry that is absolutely booming and is already creating many 6- and 7-figure earners. This industry offers a service that 100% of the population will undoubtedly need, but less than 4% currently have it. That industry is the solar industry. Billionaire Warren Buffett said that energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in the history of mankind. What if I told you that there is a way you can benefit from this tremendous opportunity and you do not have to sell solar yourself? You do not have to become a solar salesperson to earn big in the solar industry. Pay attention for the next 3 minutes and you will see what I'm talking about. Let's look at solar by the numbers. In America alone, 130 million homes are connected to the dirty energy grid. 90 million of those homes qualify for zero-down solar, and currently less than 4 million of those homes have solar. That leaves over 86 million homes in America that need what we offer. The fact is, in the next 2 decades, we'll all be driving electric vehicles and living in homes powered by the sun. Here are some hard facts. Traditional gas-powered vehicles peaked in sales in 2017, while electric vehicles continue to increase in sales and popularity. In California by 2035, you can say goodbye to new gas cars. All new homes since 2020 are legally required to have solar panels, and by 2045, every home in the Golden State must have solar. Simply put, it is not a matter of if, but a matter of when everyone that we know goes solar. The solar revolution is here to stay. As one famous multi-millionaire once said, "In order to get wealthy, identify where the masses are going and get there first." We've all noticed this. Our electricity bills are constantly rising. Each month, the bill is a little higher than before. What if you could help people cut that bill by 10 to 50%, increase the value of their home, and get paid big bucks for it? Here's the best part. You do not have to become a solar specialist. You can simply refer homeowners to our solar specialists and earn 50% of the commission. Now, if you want to learn how to become a solar specialist and earn more money, we have that option too. Here's an example for you. Our customer Jesse P. had a $240 average electric bill. After going solar with our company, we managed to bring his bill down to $170 per month and save him $70 per month. What is the average commission our solar specialist makes for helping a homeowner go solar? $7,000 to $10,000. Some of our agents help over 3, 5, or even 10 customers per month. Obviously, there is a huge opportunity here at BYLD, where you have the option of referring solar customers, becoming a solar specialist, building a team of referrers and specialists nationwide, or all of the above. If you would like more information, please contact the person that invited you to watch this video right away so they can show you the next steps in starting your own solar business.
Wow, 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 and wow. I can never get tired of that information. It's so incredible just to know that we do something that is so fantastic that anybody can participate and so many people can be blessed by such a powerful, powerful product, Landon.
Yeah, I think we always talk about this. We've been doing this for a few weeks now, and every time we do it, I just feel more and more impactful, right? Not just for the people whose houses we're gonna help and help people save money, but the impact we're gonna have on people's lives and their families. So that's why I'm always excited to have this conversation with you. So how have you been? How's your week been?
Landon, I am having some allergy symptoms all of a sudden. Here in Texas, the weather is a little bit strange. And so it's allergy flare ups for some weird reason. I was fine all day long until like 5 minutes before we got live.
Wow.
Stage, you know what I mean? I was fine literally all day. And then all of a sudden, boom, there it is.
Wow. Well, I know you're gonna push through, but after this, get you some rest.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. So let's get the party started. First of all, guys, thanks so much for tuning in and tapping in with us on this evening. We're super excited to be sharing with you about a phenomenal opportunity that you and your family can take advantage of. Again, I know you can hear the congestion in my voice, but that does not mean I cannot share this fantastic information with each and every one of you. So we're gonna go on a quick ride. So I need you to listen quick so you can learn a little bit more about what we're doing here with Build Network. So we're helping you to build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth through your net worth. What does that mean to you? We have 4 virtual high ticket items, that vertical high ticket items that you and your family can take advantage of, and each have huge income earning potential. It's important for you to understand that when you're dealing with a business, you want to make sure that you're able to get a solid return on investment when it comes to a business that you start. So why would you even consider building a business? I'm super excited that you asked that question, because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come to rescue us from the reality of the life that we have to lead here wherever we are in the world. You got to lead your life, and nobody's going to come and rescue you from the reality of the life that you have to lead. And entrepreneurship used to be something that you would contemplate, and now it's something that you have no choice but to hop on board. The current financial situation that we're in America is really, really challenging because people are losing their positions. Some are being furloughed without a return date to work. Some individuals are experiencing extremely high taxes while inflation is totally out of control. Bankruptcies are at an all-time high. It's been stated that the bankruptcy numbers have become commonplace, whereas prior to now, it used to be here and there, but now it's become a common thing that people file for bankruptcy. So we're at a challenging crossroads here in the States. And so we've got to do something about this. One thing that people have done is they have subscribed to the gig economy. What does that mean to you, the gig economy? The gig economy is simple. It's things like Uber, Etsy, Airbnb, and Shopify. Those 4 items are being utilized by individuals who are actually participating in another way to generate revenue. However, the challenge with all of these is that we have to participate. So you don't want to do something where you have to be engaged all the time. You want to do something to where you're engaged for a specific amount of time, and then you receive a return on your investment without your engagement. That's what you want to look for, a return on your investment without your engagement. So what do you look for in a business opportunity? Industries with a large target market, low penetration. Essential goods and services like gas, electricity, and water. Industries that thrive, whether the economy is stable or not, doesn't matter the economic stance. These type businesses will thrive, period. On average, when you look at what we have to offer in the renewable energy space, aka solar, we're offering $6,000 to $10,000 per install for the commission. ADT and Brakes offers you $500 to $700 per week per install. $1,000 to $2,100 for a water filtration system, alkaline water filtration systems for the home and the office, and also a residual income through our Smart Money Club platform. That is a fantastic way to add value to tremendous amount of people. Literally, we have some items in there that you can just pass on to your friends, neighbors, and relatives, and it will be of tremendous value to them. So let's talk about this renewable energy. What is renewable energy? I'm glad you asked. Renewable energy is simply the ability to get the energy, then turn around and utilize it again, which makes it renewable. So you're able to do it again through the same cistern, which is what? Daylight. All right. So when daylight comes, you're able to utilize the daylight to be able to take care of the needs of your household, literally to power the energy in your home. You're literally just using daylight. So why would you get involved in this industry? It's the timing. 130 million homes in the US, 90 million are eligible for solar. Approximately 5 million have already done it, and 85 million are currently eligible but have not taken the plunge. Now, whether you know it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you already are paying for solar. What do you mean, coffee? What do you mean y'all paying for solar? I don't have solar panels. Yep, you're right. You don't have solar panels, but guess who does have the panels? Your energy company. Your energy company is now shifting to renewable energy. And as they're doing that, they're still renting it to you, but they're actually benefiting from the renewable energy. They have solar farms all over the nation. And I actually had the privilege and the honor to sit with a young man who actually purchased a solar farm 10 years ago. And literally, the Centerpoint Energy Company here in Houston, Texas, they are paying him a royalty check every month to utilize the energy from his actual solar farm. So don't be deceived. You're paying for renewable energy whether you want to or not. However, you need to have the power of choice by taking back your power and doing it for you and your family. So instead of just buying your home, you're going to be buying your energy and taking that power back from your energy company, which we all know have been raping and robbing us for many, many years. So pardon my congestion, everybody. I actually am having a little bit of sinus issues on this evening with the changes in the weather here in Texas. So please pardon me. I sound like Betty Boop. Why solar for consumers? You can save up to 50% on energy costs, zero down from various financing options. We do offer blackout protection with specific batteries attached to your property. You also, I have the tax credit, which you can earn up to 30%. It's an immediate increase in the value of your home. How is it an immediate increase? I'm glad you asked. The reason why it's an immediate increase is because that home at some point is going to be a home that the energy is owned and no longer rented, which means that whoever purchases that property will have the benefit and the blessing of not dealing with that nasty grid or inflation or any kind of blackouts. There'll be a self-sufficient property. It's also clean energy. And so in 2022, somebody went renewable every 44 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to obtain this type of access, it's under $200 to invest. One time, under $200 to invest. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at what you did this past weekend. I want you to look at everything you did this past weekend, everywhere you went, all the decisions that you made. And I can guarantee you that some of us, including myself, spent over $200 this weekend. And spending versus investing are two different things. Spent means no return, investing means return. A lot of us spent money this weekend, and I'm telling you, a lot of us will not get a return on that money spent. However, with this particular program that we're showing you with this brokerage, it's like an EXP brokerage. Look that up and see what it does. Um, just like this brokerage, you're going to be able to generate revenue as a result of partnering with us. We are a legitimate career opportunity, part-time, full-time, half-time, no time. It doesn't matter what time. You can actually use this business to actually do something exceptional for yourself and your family. And it's virtual sales. About 90% of what we do is just like what you see here. A presentation will be on Zoom, Google Meets, Google Hangouts, or any other platform that your actual engineer uses in order to share the information with you about the renewable energy opportunity. Or you can actually refer customers and earn up to 50% of the commission. Or you can become a BYLD member and close deals for other consultants and earn up to 50% of that commission. Or if you don't want to sell solar, you don't have to do so. You can do what's called SUBS, subs, and we'll teach you how to do that later on in this presentation. So 25 years production guarantee. What does that mean to you and your household? That whatever we told you we were going to do for you, we will do it for 25 years. If we do not, we take care of you and your family financially, and we restore what has been lost to you and your family. So that's the guarantee of power. That's the guarantee of savings. And that's the guarantee of us producing the amount of energy that we told you that we would. What do you see here? It's a whole bunch of naked roofs. These roofs, ladies and gentlemen, they need clothing on them, and that clothing is going to be solar. All right, let the church say amen. Solar is going to be one of the most amazing things that we experience in our lifetime, because renewable energy is going to be the wave of the future. And what is the future? The future is right now. Some customers have testified as to how they've been blessed by renewable energy. Someone in California, literally their cost was cut in half. The commission for that was $6,400. $3,200 of that went to the actual mentee, and $3,200 went to the mentor. Also, with Florida, their bill was nearly cut down by 1/3, almost half, but 1/3. And so the commission was $8,200. The mentor got $4,100, and the mentee got the same. What I love about this program is nobody loses. Nobody loses. And just think, if somebody came in and they also did a referral, they got a commission check as well. So everybody wins with this particular brokerage platform that we're showing you. Now, let me tell you about your energy costs. Ladies and gentlemen, again, forgive me. I am experiencing the allergy challenges, but the show must go on. Allergy or not, the show still must go on. So the energy costs over time will increase. There is no question about that. You'll be paying at least $500,000 over your lifetime for energy. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can cut that out, you should cut that out. One of the people that we should be listening to is someone who is affluent and wealthy and also wise. And that young man would be Warren Buffett. He did indicate that energy deregulation would be the largest transfer of wealth in history. And honestly, this is a hint and it is a clue to let all of us know that we need to position ourselves for financial freedom through this industry. It's not if, but when will you make that decision to go ahead and partner with us and have the type of energy that you need to have for your family that is permanent, that you don't have to worry about somebody taking your energy, you don't have to worry about your lights being out at any time. You will be good to go. I have a friend of mine who I was not in this industry when her and her family started with renewable energy. She started with it about 3 years ago. I called her to tell her what we were doing. And she indicated to me, I have blackout protection. I already have all those things on my home. Girlfriend, I got that 3 years ago in the last storm that they had in Florida. She said we were just fine. No blackout, no nothing. We were good to go. And so when she said that, I said, man, could you imagine? Had you shared this information with your friends, neighbors, and relatives over the past 3 years, how those commission checks would have been of value to you and your family. So, because I am congested, I am going to stop talking. I'm going to yield over to my brother Landon as he shares with you the second half of this incredible information.
Thank you very much. And, Coffee, we say in Mississippi, you stopped up. But let me just say, with that presentation you just did, you are unstoppable. All right. So get you some relief and I'll take it from here, sister. So as Ms. Coffee Brown said, listen, energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth. What does that mean? For something to be transferred, it must already exist. So I want you to remember that. So we're going to talk about a few ways to earn. There are 7 ways. I won't go through all of them, but just remember, a lot of people talk about 7 streams of income. Here at this company, you have 7 ways that you can get paid. Most people struggle with just 1 or 2 ways. Now you can literally start a business in a box where you can have 7 ways to get paid, right? So just before we get to talking about money, I want to make sure that we are not guaranteeing any income, right? So everything that you do, your success will be based upon your own efforts, skills, marketing conditions, and of course, following the system, right? So here's the thing, again, we can't guarantee your income, but what we can guarantee is that if you follow the system that's been put in place by, people who have years and years and decades of experience, you'll be just fine. All right. We can't guarantee the income, but we know that the system works and it continues to work for every single day and for every person that follows that system. All right. So let's talk about the personal sales. So Coffee spoke about, the example where there was a commission paid out on a solar deal. Let's break down what this really means. So what the company does is we'll use let's use $10,000 as our example, right? So $10,000 is the average profit per install. So what our company pays 70% out for the commission. So 70% is 7,000, meaning if the $10,000 is the commission for the install, you would be paid $7,000 of that 10,000, and we'll talk about where the other 3,000 goes in just a second. But here's a beautiful part that a lot of people miss when we talk about mentor sales, and people see it, but they don't really get it. Unlike any other industry where you would have to get your license before you can make money, here with us, you can actually earn while you learn. So we partner you with an expert and you take notes, you learn. You have to do 3 partner sales, basically 3 training sales when you get started, meaning, all you're doing is bringing the bill to the table, setting the appointment, and someone else is there to close the deal for you who knows more about solar than you do. I mean, you can't beat that, right? Imagine coming to the table and you're splitting that $10,000 commission or $7,000 commission, $3,500 just for bringing it to the table. And all you're doing is writing notes and you're getting paid $3,500. Can you imagine what that would do? You get a couple of those, you have a pretty great month, right? So, let's say you wanted to make this a career or you wanted to do this on the side, and you get a little more serious where you close 5 deals on your own, right? And you complete a company certification. Now you are the one who's able to close those deals, right? And as our mentor says, once you're able to close your own deals and once we see that you are putting in the work, they'll put your name in lights and anyone in the company can choose you as a mentor, meaning that anyone in the company can say, hey, I want you to be the person to close my deals. And now you have the opportunity to make half of that sale and train them along the way. So, and here's an example. So let's just say there are 4 consultants that choose your name. They have to do their first 3 training sales, which means 12 sales with an average of $3,500. Boom, $42,000. Again, no income claims right here, but this is just simple math. So nothing that we're going to talk about is magic. Everything we're going to talk about is simple math. So again, 4 consultants choose your name. They click your name, says, yes, I want them to do my sales. 12 sales, $3,500, $42,000 coming in for the month or over a period of time, right? So here's the beautiful thing about it. From day one, once you get started, when you share this opportunity with anyone or someone comes on board with you, you're going to get 20% frontline override. So remember, we talked about that other $3,000, where here is where it went. The company takes that 30% from that $10,000, right? And now of the 30%, you're going to get paid a 20% override. Now you're still going to get your 70% commissions on the sales that you actually do. But when you refer someone, the company takes a piece of that total $10,000 commission and they save the $3,000, and you now get 20% of the $3,000. And then as you grow and as you decide to grow a team, you get a promotion, right? So a lot of us have been asking for promotions for years and years. Well, now you are able to get that promotion based on your productivity. So as a manager, now you get a 30% override, a 10% override on your team, right? Because, it's all about duplication. So you get started, you get good, you teach people how to get started, you teach people how to get good, and now you can have a 10% override through infinity, all the way up to national director, where you're getting 45% overrides on the company side. Again, I want to make sure we're talking about the company side. And you even have the opportunity, you starting at executive director, to have some ownership. So that 2% company-wide pool, you get to share in all of the profits that we have here in the company. And ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing else like it in the industry. I've not seen it. And what does that require? 120 team installs and over a 60-day period to become a national director. Listen, we've seen people do, we have one gentleman do over almost 30 installs or 30 sales in 1 month, right? So teams are just moving and moving. And as solar becomes more mainstream, as energy companies continue to raise their rates, more and more people are going to want to go solar. And the goal is, if they go solar, your name needs to be attached to that, all right? So let's do a few more examples before we get out of here. So let's just say you're a manager, right? We talked about the 30% override as a manager. You have 10 consultants and you're each helping them to do 1 deal. That's 10 solar deals per month, 4 coming from that first level and 6 coming from anywhere in the organization. Again, as Ms. Coffey said, that you want to have income without your engagement, right? So the beautiful thing about that is you can set yourself up for a $6,300 override in deals that you did not touch. Again, these are deals that you did not touch. Going back to the previous slide we talked about before, you get started and you get good and you help 10 other people get started and get good. Now, in this example, you've just earned yourself an extra $6,300. Again, you do a deal by yourself, let's say, on average, the $7,000. $6,300 plus the $7,000 is an absolutely fantastic month. So now you're over $13,000 in total month earnings, right? So, most people, it takes them a few months to make that. And some people, it takes them a year to make that, unfortunately. But let's do a little example where you double that, right? We're not saying, there's superstars out there that you're dealing with in this example, but although some people may be superstars that you bring along the way. 10 consultants who do 2 deals, meaning 20 solar deals per month, 8 coming from your level 1, 12 coming from anywhere down in the team. Now you're talking about $13,800 in overrides. Again, deals that you did not touch. You may have consulted on, but you did not touch. They're happening on their own, right? Again, you do your own deal, $7,000, 13,800 plus 7,000. Now you're looking at over $20,000 in commissions. Again, we had someone who did almost 30 deals in a month. just doing the math, you tell me what you think that could have come out to be. All right. So here's one where you just imagine things getting a lot bigger. Let's just say 50. Can you imagine having 50 people that you've trained to do what you did, understand that helping people is the new way of life, understanding that the energy companies are going to continue to raise rates, and now you're teaching them how to help customers? Imagine 30 deals coming from your first level and 80 deals coming from anywhere else in the organization. Can you just imagine having almost $68,000 in overrides? Again, these are people that you've trained, but you did not close these deals. These are just overrides, right? So, just a quick breakdown on that. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. 36,000 on that first level, over 31,000 on overrides from the rest of your team. I mean, listen, like I said, there are no income claims, but what I do know is that decades of decades of experience are in this company with our leadership. And listen, the plans that they've put together is absolutely phenomenal. If McDonald's can create a business plan where 16-year-olds can run a multi-billion-dollar industry, surely you can see yourself in this. I'm sure you can see yourself following a few simple instructions, doing a few simple things over a period of time, getting better, and have the potential to earn this type of money. So let's talk about a few other things. So solar is our flagship product, right? But here's the reality: is that solar and home security really go hand in hand, right? So you want to protect your assets, right? So you want to protect your energy, but you also want to protect the assets in your house when it comes to home security. So a home is being broken into every 16 to 26 seconds in the United States. So as new homes are being built, what do most people do? The first thing that they do, they get electricity, and they also get home security, right? So what if you could refer home security and get between $400 to $700 per sale paid out the very next week? Listen, the reality is that most Americans don't have $1,000 saved in their bank account for an emergency, right? So what if you can get into action today, as Ms. Brown said, for a $200 investment? You can now go out and literally earn between $400 and $700 the following week, making that right back. But at the same time, you're helping to help a family feel more safe, helping them eventually save energy, helping them to have better water, which is what we're going to talk about next. Imagine you referring this and literally just making life better for someone else. Because for us, it's all about impact. It's not always about money. But since we're talking about money, the reality is also that a lot of people know how to make money, but very few people truly know how to keep money. As a matter of fact, I was watching something on ESPN, and there was a documentary called Broke, and it was talking about athletes who earned millions of dollars, but because they did not have the financial acumen, they lost it all, right? So with this company, you're able to earn a lot of money, right? But at the same time, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. So with the Smart Money Club, which is one of my favorites, there's actually an app that goes through all of the courses that you see here. I mean, talking about financial and business mastery, most people do not have a 700 credit score, right? So we know that cash is king, but credit is huge, right? You can do a lot more with other people's money than you can with your own. So we teach you how to build credit. They talk about tax planning. They talk about how to be your own bank. You're no longer having to get loans out there, right? Tax-free retirement. We're talking about entity structuring. So if you want, as a business, you want to make sure that you're structuring your entity properly, right? There's all of us will have to pay taxes. So you want to make sure that you structure your business the proper way. Also showing you how to get access to capital, and also the good and bad debt, right? Because all debt is not bad, right? Some debt is good and some debt is needed to do more with, right? But we also have the BYLD Rewards membership. So here's one of my favorites. So I have a little baby boy and a baby girl on the way, and I know that eventually they will want to go to Disney World. And since their mother is a Californian, they'll probably want to go to Disneyland as well. So regardless of if I'm making a lot of money or not, we all want to save. Just because you make it doesn't mean you always want to spend full price, right? So imagine if you could go and open up an app and find over 50,000 restaurants, 150,000 retailers, and 850,000 travel providers, and you're able to save money on that just because you are a member of Bill Rewards. So here, what I love about the Smart Money Club and Bill Rewards, they work together, right? Because you're learning how to, of course, earn money. You're learning how to keep money. And the beautiful part about keeping money is you can do the things that you love, but at a cheaper rate. So that's what the Bill Rewards membership gives you. I actually use it myself. My wife, I told you, baby girl is on the way. She wanted something in particular, a certain restaurant. I was headed out the door. I said, wait, let me just check to see if this restaurant is on the list. And sure enough, it was right there, and we saved 20%. We also had a gentleman who he was out and about with his daughter, and I think something got on her shirt. I can't remember if it was ice cream or something else she was eating. Literally, check the app. There was an old Navy next door, and they was able to save, I think it's upwards of like 60% or something like that on an Old Navy shirt, bam, on the spot. So, this membership pays for itself. As you can see, over $2,500 in annual savings. You can't beat that. So as we conclude, I want to talk about what a lot of companies try to do, but this company has literally perfected. So we have ranks, but this is not a network marketing company. So I like to say, what my mentor says, it's not a network marketing company. This is a high ticket sales company. But what we did borrow from those types of companies is the structure on how to be a solid structure. So we're going to show you how to stand on your own two legs. So if you choose to, and this is optional, again, you can make money without having to recruit anyone. But should you choose to share this, you can take yourself from a $500 monthly residual income all the way to a $250,000 a month residual income. And this is simply just by sharing it. Now, this is based on the subscriptions on the wonderful things I just talked about, the Smart Money Club and also the Bill Rewards. So imagine sharing this and helping people not only earn money, but save money. And now the company rewards you for going out there and being a good steward and going out there and being a great cheerleader for the company and also your business. So myself, I'm a Builder 500 on my way to Build the 1000. And this goes by just simply helping others. Listen, I always tell people that, our team is, we call it the family. And I always say that, for me, family stands for forget about me, I love you, meaning I put other families first. So that means my family will never be last. And that's what we teach you how to do. And over time, as you begin to help more and more people and you build a culture of helping more and more people, the company will reward you for being more impactful, because when your impact raises, your income has to. So we teach you how to stand on your own two legs, and we can talk about that a little bit more. I won't stay on this too long, but just know that the more people that you help, the more money that you will make from the company. All right, so how do we get started? So we talked about Encore Solar. We talked about Brink's ADT. I did not talk about Rain H2O, but let me talk about Rain H2O for a quick second. So we all know that water is vital, right? I mean, the majority of our body is water. We need water to live. But also, if you live in a place like where we are, where there's been hurricanes, boil water notices, or even just living anywhere, right? We know that the pipes that are running water to your faucets, I mean, these are the same pipes that our grandparents or great grandparents use, right? So even though you may have brand new faucets from Home Depot in your house and they're nice and shiny, the pipes that bring that water through are decades and even centuries old. So I want you all to just look at what's in the water. Right. So you can do that on your own time, but just look at what's in the water. So one of the things that they wanted to bring is they wanted to not only help the environment with solar, they wanted to not only help families feel safe with home security, but they also wanted to help the environment and help families feel safe by the water that they drink. So Rain H2O is an alkaline system. You can get an over-the-counter portable under the sink. And even in some states, there's a whole home system. And I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, get back with the person who invited you to let you see the presentation on Rain H2O. There's a standalone presentation that talks just about Rain H2O. I mean, it's life changing, right? So as we close, we're talking about $199 one time and a $99 a month overhead. But the beautiful thing about it is, it's not just $99 if forever, right? If you refer 4 people, our company says that you refer 4 people, and we're literally going to waive your overhead. So, just think about that. Regardless of the fact of how much money you make, your overhead can either be $99 and never change, or it can be 0, right? So get back with the person who shared this with you. We thank you for just spending a little time with us. We want you to understand that if you lasted this long, your dream is still alive, right? So go out there and share, because people deserve a better life, and so do you. So I will sign off for my good sister Coffee. We hope that you feel better. And for those of you out there, we hope that you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, and we will see you on the other side of success. Goodbye.